Welcome to Judica County. My name's Josh Whitaker. I'm your host. Here with me is Joe Hamer, partner at the law firm McCullers, Whitaker & Hamer. We're here today to do one of our segments entitled Real Estate Closings 101, where we focus on one particular question we get about real estate closings the most often. And so today, what we're going to talk about is our seller being an LLC or any other corporate entity. So our seller has taken title as a limited liability company or a corporation, or it's a little bit different, but even a nonprofit corporation. So there's some kind of corporate entity that's going to deed property to our buyer. Just by way of review, as a real estate closing attorney, we represent the buyer, but I often have to do a lot of talking to our sellers to make sure titles pass correctly. And obviously we advise sellers too on case-by-case basis. But all right, so what do we need, Joe?
So basically, if you're a business entity and you're selling property, we're going to send you our seller information letter. We're going to require a few things from you. We're going to need to see a copy of your operating agreement, because what we're going to do in our title search, there's only so many things available on public record that are going to give us information about your business entity. So we can pull from the Secretary of State's website. We can pull your articles of organization. We can see, who formed the company. But again, the information there's limited, and a lot of people will intentionally try and hide themselves, and there's just a lot of things that we don't have just by looking on record. So we're going to require your operating agreement. We're going to require a signed resolution that's signed by everybody who has the authority to sign or needs to sign as dictated by that operating agreement, letting us know who has the authority to sign on behalf of the organization. We're going to need all of those things.
Yeah. And I would add, we ask for these a lot, and overwhelmingly, most entities, most of the people that we're talking to that represent entities are dumbfounded that we need this. And this is pretty routine stuff. As Joe mentioned, the Secretary of State has limited information, pretty much just the information the LLC or the corporation wants out there, and we can't really rely on it. That's a big target for fraud right now because it's very easy to manipulate that information if you're a bad guy, or easier than maybe it should be. But so we're going to require, like Joe said, your operating agreement. The operating agreement needs to be an original. It should be signed by all the members. If the members, the managers, the shareholders, it should lay out everybody who has authority in the company. And if that stuff changes, we need the amendments or notes from meetings. We need something that shows a corporate structure. And most people are not very good at that.
They aren't, and the main thing we're looking for is some form of continuity, because we see a lot of companies who were formed back in the early 90s. They've been around for a long time. They haven't done a whole lot. They're selling off the last of their property. We're going to need those things, and the sooner you can get those for us, the better it is, because again, it's not something you want to handle the week of closing. You're going to be scrambling, and it's going to cause its own issues.
And one of the things I'd point out too is a lot of times we refer to foreign entities as an entity that was not incorporated or organized in North Carolina. And so if you're a foreign entity and you're doing business, you're owning property, you're selling property in North Carolina, you're supposed to be registered with the North Carolina Secretary of State. If you're not, we're going to have a lot more questions for you. We're going to be a lot more suspicious of you. Remember, we represent a buyer, and we're going to make sure that buyer gets good title that can't be attacked later. So, if we have your operating agreement and it says all three members need to sign on any decision that's above $10,000, well, guess what? We're going to require all three members to sign, even if one is overseas or one doesn't get along with everybody anymore. Like, you need to have that together. And I would say most do, right? Most do, but occasionally we run into LLCs that are winding down or dissolving or have disputes, and that's going to delay your closing. So that all needs to be squared away before you get under contract.
So yeah, in summary, get us the information. Don't get upset when we ask you for more information, because we very well may, and the earlier you can do it, the better.
Yep. Well, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, 919-772-7000. Thanks.